The safeties, at strong safety, Nick Hazlitt, and free safety is Chuck Ridgway.
Well, JR, there's somebody standing right behind you that I think you know. JR. Former Golden Gale here. You might introduce your former teammate.
Yeah, former Gale Montgoss is in our booth right now.
Coffee from the newest Tim Hortons on East Main Street in Lancaster. Lancaster 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line of Westland. Split veer offense. They'll put a man in motion. That's A.J. Wilkins. And the give inside goes to Eric Dilley for a short gain as he will take it to about the 45-yard line. Activity today, but it has dried off. Again, the Gales come up. They'll put one wide out to the short side of the field, and that is Josh Labor. The pitch back goes to Eric Dilley. He's got some running room and is bumped out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. He'll be close to a first down, but maybe just a yard shy. Play, you know?
Yeah.
And knowing Mont, he's ready to also. First and 10, ball marked at the Westland 39-yard line is Zach Craiglow. Looks over a 5-man front, turns, hands the ball to Eric Dilley. Straight up the middle he goes, right to the 35-yard line, maybe just inside the 35. That's a good gain on first down for the Gales.
Yeah, that's one.
King on the stop for the Cougars. It's a gain of 3. Second down and 7 from the 35-yard line. Gales want to get on. Labor and Clark will split wide left this time. Zach Craiglow will flare that pass out to the sideline. Is hauled in inside the 30. Goes Clark, and he's down to the 28-yard line before he's bumped out of bounds to the 49-yard line of Westland. Greg Dilley and Eric Dilley, your running backs behind Zach Craiglow. The turn, there's the give to Greg Dilley, and he's still driving inside the 25-yard line. They'll mark him at about the 28, or check the 23-yard line. 23-yard line. They'll put wideouts to both sides of the formation this time as Zach Craiglow calls for the football. And the turn of the give to Eric Dilley. Not much yardage there, maybe to the 21-yard line. Gain of a couple. Almost 500 pounds of beef in there. On third down and 4 from the 20-yard line. Long count by Craiglow, and now he gives it to Greg Dilley, and he's running hard over the right side, takes it inside the 15-yard line.
Very close.
And that should be a first down, and it is. They'll mark it at the 15-yard line, first and 10 for the Gales. Again, they'll go with that elephant backfield of Carpenter and Greg Dilley. There's the give to Bobby Carpenter, sweeping the left side to the 10, to the 5, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Lancaster.
Yeah, that time, Bobby Carpenter was able to use his speed to get around in, and that was their point.
It'll be Josh Labor to hold.
Keith, this is what the Golden Gales are going to have to do. They're going to have to keep the ball. They're going to have to do a good job of controlling the clock against these Westland Cougars.
Well,
what's the Golden Gales tonight? I'd like to see them get a good victory here. And these Westland Cougars are tough. You know, they're gonna come back. And they have excellent athletes on their team. We'll see what happens throughout this game.
So Snoke after the 5-yard penalty, and the ball is snapped back, and now they throw it in the end zone, and it is Dilley that makes the catch. Or no, check that. That's Sean Holt, number 22, that makes the 2-point conversion.
Keith, what you had there was a misplaced snap and a good ball.
And the return men will be Chilton and Haywood. And the kick is away. Takes one bounce and is picked up by Chilton, I believe, and he takes it all the way to the 27-yard line. That's where Westland will have the football, first and 10.
Again, that's a good move, keeping that. Absolutely. This Golden Gale football team is a solid football team. They've lost to some good teams.
So here they come on first and 10 from the shotgun formation with the ball. Matt Jones, the quarterback, and hands the ball off to Sterling Haywood. He's brought down by Mickey Reed. at the
in this game.
Again, the shotgun formation. Matt Jones, the quarterback, 190-pound senior. He's going to keep the ball around the left side, and Bobby Carpenter wraps him up as he reaches the 33, bounced out of bounds on the far sideline. 7:14 left first period. If you just tuned in, it's 8-0. Lancaster on top as they scored on their opening drive, went 49 yards for the score. Now they'll put twin receivers to the right side of the formation. The pass is thrown, it's incomplete. Josh Laver on the coverage of Chilton. Chilton 5'9", 160-pound senior, but he's got a lot of...
Golden Gales going to have to be ready for that.
Matt Jones is the kicker. He'll kick it away from his 20-yard line. Pretty good rush put on by the Gales, as that ball will go out of bounds inside the 40.
Met also administers sports physicals. Lacerations, injuries, broken bones. There isn't a fall injury we can't tackle. For all your urgent or routine injuries and illnesses, First Medical Urgent and Family Care Center in Lancaster.
If you're listening to the Buckeyes in Fairfield County, you're listening to 1320 WLOH.
Nice. Here comes the option play by Zach Craiglow around the left side, crosses the midfield stripe and takes it all the way to the 46-yard line. The talent to be a real fine quarterback, and he's going to be back next year, which is nice. Again, they'll go with the split backs. This time it's the handoff to Eric Dilley, looking for a hole. Finally takes it in to the 40-yard line. Along the sideline, he's bumped out of bounds. He does a good job of keeping his head up and finding the blocking and where the hole's going to be. Dilley, Outdoor Power Equipment Superstore on Route 33 south of Lancaster. Here come the Gales on 2nd and 4 from the 40-yard line of Westland. Zach Craiglow looks over the defense, hands the ball straight up the middle to Greg Dilley this time, inside the 25-yard line, or just the nose of the football inside the 20, and the seniors and juniors, which really helps them.
Yeah, Golden Gales' strength this year is excellent. They've really spent the time in the weight room.
Here we go on 1st and 10. Back to throw is Craiglow. Over the middle he goes with a pass, and incomplete. That pass was intended for John Clark down.
Why not call them elephants? Those guys are huge.
Of course, Bobby Carpenter, primarily a linebacker, and a lot of schools looking at him. Rolling to his left and throwing the pass backfield. Of course, Bobby with the size, he's about 6'3", 6'4", makes a good target out of the backfield.
Bobby has been known to catch some passes, too.
There's a flare out to the sideline. It's hauled in by Clark. Inside the 20-yard line he goes, and let's see where they bounce him out of bounds. Near the 16 appears. Don't know which way he's leaning. He really is right down the middle right now.
I don't think you can make a mistake with either of those two schools.
No, I don't think so either. Here come the Gales now on 1st down to give to Bobby Carpenter, and he is drugged down. Really a nice shoelace tackle as left in the first period. As the Gales break the huddle, it's 2nd down, 8 yards to go. And now, this time, A.J. Wilkins will split wide right, Laver wide left. There's the pitch back to Eric Dilley to the 20, 15, and knocked out of bounds at about the 13-yard line. The Dilley backfield, as we like to call them. Eric and Greg. Clock at 4:13. Rolling right is Craiglow. Over the middle he goes to Stuart Perlow at the 3-yard line. And he will have a 1st down for the Gales.
Golden Gales did a great...
Yep, here they come with Bobby Carpenter and Greg Dilley. They'll have one wideout, and that is A.J. Wilkins to the right side. But you can bet this is going to go to one of the big guys, and I would guess Greg Dilley's back.
It seems like a long time ago, Keith.
Yeah, but you guys were the first playoff team Lancaster ever had.
That's right.
That's something you always remember.
We'll remind you.
You better believe it. There's the give to Greg Dilley, and he's down to the goal line, plunges into the end zone, touchdown Lancaster, and it's now a 14-0 lead for the Golden Gales.
The Golden Gales need to keep
extra point attempt, or whether they actually were going for 2 points. As we said, Josh Laver is a former quarterback. Snapback is good, the kick is in the air, and the kick is good. 3:31 left in the first quarter of play. It's been all
only the best for Lancaster and Fairfield County schools this year. The Lancaster Gales, Fisher Catholic Irish, and Ohio State Buckeyes play on AM 1320 WLOA.
The kickoff by Kyle Snoke is returned to the 28-yard line where Westland will have it 1st and 10. They trail now 15.
Get a little something going. They need to get some drives together, get a little confidence in themselves. As long as the Golden Gales can keep them bottled up, it'll be fine.
They flirt out to the side to number 2. That's Evan Chilton. He's a fine player, and he will reach the 30th, taking on Pickerington while Westerville North is at Gahanna. I'd really like to know what the score of that one is. Here's the I formation this time, and they will hand that football off to Buttrick, and he will reach the 40-yard line. Or that was Haywood, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Haywood, where's number 26?
Again, Matt Jones is the quarterback. It's an I formation with wideouts to both sides. Now they'll put a man in motion. That's Mutnick. And again, they will hand the football to Hayward, and he will get to the 42-yard line.
Golden Gales did a good job off the line of scrimmage that time, standing up the offensive line, letting their linebackers come in.
So you know, 2nd down and 8 yards to go. They will mark the football at the Westland 42-yard line. Again, they'll flare it out to Haywood. He's going to try to get as much as he can around the left side and is knocked down shy of the midfield stripe. And maybe an offensive line that averages about 240 pounds a man, which isn't bad for high school. Again, they're going to give the ball to Haywood, and he is going to go down, and he is going to lose about a yard. It's going to bring up 4th down and about 2 yards to go. Labor and Carpet,
WLOH.
Keith Smithfield, J.R. Smith, and our guest commentator, Mon Goss, former Golden Gale. Offensive guard. Back to throw as the quarterback, Jones, looking for a man and hits him at the far sideline. Bounced out of bounds by Notestone. Down while you're down 15-0, why not?
At the 50-yard line, you have to make some things happen in this game.
There's the give once again to Haywood, and he's still running as he reaches the 35-yard line to the 20 and bounced out of bounds finally by number 9.
They got number 2 in at quarterback now, Keith. Watch this.
Chilton, yeah. They'll hand it straight up the middle as that was 21 Buttrick this time. Jesse Buttrick at 15-0. Chilton in at quarterback. This time he's going to keep the ball, and he is wrapped up well by the Golden Gales. Johnny on the spot there was Seth Miller to bring him down. Left. This is a big 3rd down and 6. Rolling left is quarterback Jones, and now he's going to go down, drops the football. Fallen on by a Golden Gale, and I believe it's Lancaster football. Yeah, Seth Bear, I believe, the man that fell on it.
Seth Bear, good hustle. He was in.
The Gales break the huddle, 1st and 10. From their own 20-yard line, Zach Criglow, the quarterback. The running backs are the 2 Dillies, Greg and Eric. They'll flare it out to the side and get that ball in the hand. Josh Labor will split to the short side of the field now as they will bring John Clark to the wide side. Greg and Eric Dilly, the running backs. Zach Criglow, long count, hands that ball off to Eric Dilly, and he will get it across the 20 to the 21, maybe the 22-yard line, following the blocking on the left side.
We need to give Bobby a chance to run the ball a little bit here. These Westland Cougars are pretty strong and physical up front, so that's a good move for the Gales.
Back to throw is Criglow looking for a man, and it is, will go back to receive the punt. Kyle Snoke will kick it away from inside his 10-yard line at about the 8.
It looks like the Cougars may be going for this with 10 guys up front. They may be going for a block here.
Snapback is good, and the kick is away. Chilton watches it bounce and picks it up at the 35-yard line to the 40. And finally driven out of bounds downs at the 49-yard line, still in Cougar territory. So
Learn about online banking before you sign up with our test accounts. You'll see it's safe and secure to check account balances, transfer funds, make payments, and more. Paying bills is a snap with the Community Bank's online bill payer service. Set up your payee list, enter the date and payment amount. We do the rest, saving
On AM 1320 WLOH, we'll hear from local guests and politicians and discuss topics that are on your mind. Fairfield in Focus is brought to you by Fairfield National Bank Freedom Years, Westerman's, Midwest Fabricating, Fairfield Medical Center, the Sheridan Funeral Home.
5-yard line for the Cougars. They're in Gale territory here. And linebacking core, they've done a great job. Holt and Carpenter, the linebackers. Back to throw is Jones. Gets the pass away. It's incomplete, but a flag goes down.
They did it right when they did it. It's a beautiful place to play. Tomorrow they got their homecoming game. It's going to be a great time.
First down and 10 now for Westland after the penalty to give to Haywood. Sweeping the right side, takes one hit and keeps going inside the 30-yard line.
There may be a hold in the backfield here for Westland Cougars. That's too bad. Looks like it's in play calling.
You can just about call anything here. They'll go with one single setback. That's Haywood. He's going to miss the handoff as the quarterback will keep the ball, and he's going to go down. Matt Jones had nowhere to go. He was trying to fake the run and then go back and throw a pass. So it's second down and 28 yards to go. This time they will give it to Haywood, and he's going to use his speed. He's going down the right sideline, and he is going to be into the end zone for a attempt the extra point. Snap back is a little low, but the kick is away, and the kick is good. We've got 8:13 left to
Fairfield National Bank, member FDIC.
The voice of Fairfield County is AM 1320 WLOH Lancaster.
On the run back, it is Eric.
The lineman is having a great season. He'd really appreciate if the Lancaster community would come out and see him tomorrow.
That'd be great. There's the handoff to Eric Dilley, sweeping the left side. He's got some running room, and he will have a Gale first down as he's at about the 30. Well, Eric Dilley just a little over 100 yards going into this game, a little over 100 yards from 1,000 yards for the season. There's Greg Dilley, and he's going to plow straight up the middle for about 4, maybe 5 yards.
Greg Dilley is an impressive runner. His size and his leg drive coming through the line, that probably hasn't happened in Lancaster in a long, long time, if it's ever happened.
Again, Zach Craiglow. This time he's looking over a 4-man front. There's the give to Eric Dilley. Cuts to his left, has some running room, and finally he's got a first down as he reaches the 46-yard line.
Those cutbacks.
So the Gales have a 1st and 10 from the Cougar 47-yard line. Again, it's Eric Dilley, cuts back again, spinning around. He's still bouncing off tacklers, and finally takes it inside the 40-yard line. I mean, that was great individual effort that time because he was in the arms of 2 or 3 tacklers and was able to class JR. More than likely. Second down and inches, the Golden Gales will give the ball to Eric Dilley, sweeping the right side. He's got the speed, cuts up front, gets to the 30, to the 20, and inside the 20-yard line to the 17 before he's banged out of bounds. I think Hazlitt was one of the guys, the strong safety, to knock him out.
Eric Dilley did
and the big fella, Bobby, in the backfield. Of course, Bobby makes a great lead blocker here, too. And it's going to be Zach Craiglow on the quarterback keeper play. He'll take it to the 10-yard line on the good option play.
Good block by Bobby Carpenter there.
And then, unfortunately, with that double break of his leg on the last game of the season. But he's back and stronger than ever. Here's Eric Dilley. Again, he cuts back inside the 10 to about the 8-yard line before he is hit and hit hard.
That was a tough couple yards there. Westland's really tightened it up here down toward the goal line.
That'll bring up
We want the Golden Gales at their best with all their players. We don't like injuries at any facet of the game.
Well, that's one thing that can kill your season if you get key players hurt. Gales on 3rd and 3. There's the give to Bobby Carpenter, and he plunges and dives to about the 5-yard line. And that should be a Gale first down if they mark it where he landed.
It looks very close to first
story anyway.
Absolutely. Even though the Golden Gales have had a lot of success kicking the football this year, they're going to go for this.
Yeah, Greg Dilley, the only setback, they'll put Bobby Carpenter in the slot, and Zach Craiglow with the quarterback sneak, and I don't know.
He made a second effort there. He got hit right away, and he turned his back and just drove his legs. It looks like he might have the first down.
Yeah, he did. They're signaling first down game to game.
Well, he's kind of shaking the Brad Beatty blanket, and now he's Craiglow.
There's the elephant backfield for the Golden Gales on 1st and goal. And Bobby Carpenter with it to the 5, and touchdown Lancaster.
That play looked like it might have been designed to go inside. Bobby Carpenter reads it, sees that there's nobody else.
Well, when Pickerington gets here, you going to come back?
Oh, I'll be here.
You better be. 21-7, they lead by 2 touchdowns here. Snapback is good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 3:35 left till halftime. The Golden Gales increase their lead to 22
to get started.
Hi, this is Tom Hamilton of the Cleveland Indians. Follow the Tribe this season on AM 1320 WLOH.
Kyle Snow to kick off. The Gales lead 22-7 with 3:35 left till halftime. And one of the upbacks picks it up at the 25-yard line and will get it to the 34 before the Gales knock him down. Nice to see Mongoss again, JR.
For Lancaster from 87 to 89, those football teams those years, and did a tremendous job for this team.
Here's Chilton on the option, and finally pitches it back to Haywood, and he's going to lose yardage, as that did not fool anybody on the Gales. And Sean Holt in particular, the first man to come in and bring him.
Current team today is just doing a great job of handling the distractions.
Haywood gets the handle on the football, and again he's going to go down. The Gales, Johnny on the spot there, as Corey Coles was one of them, Brandon Holbrook was another, and Carpenter says, hey, I'm a Lancaster guy. I know how much the Fairfield County Fair means to them, and I would never deny them their chance to go to that. They're going to run a little reverse action this time with Chilton. Chilton's got some running room, but takes it to the 40 and is knocked down by Bobby Carpenter. Carpenter didn't bite. He stayed in, made sure he wasn't going to get more than 5 or 6 yards on that. So Jones will kick it away, standing in his own 27-yard line. Kick is a high one. Retreating is Eric Dilley. He has the football and goes down right at the 20-yard line. And the Gales will have a minute and 33. WLOH and Fairfield National Bank will award that player a special plaque at the end of the season. Here come the Gales on first down, and the give to Eric Dilley, and he struggles for 2, maybe 3 yards right up the middle, following his center, Josh Kennard. You know, he has an uncanny knack for his size.
Like we saw last week in a play last week, it looked like Eric Dilley came out of nowhere, out of a pile, and ran for a huge amount of yardage.
2nd down and 7 for the Golden Gales here at the 23-yard line. Zach Craiglow with a long count. Again, it's going to be, this time, Greg Dilley. He will get 2 or 3 more yards. It'll be 2nd down, and we're going to say, or check out 3rd down and 5 yards to go for Lancaster with 4.
Maybe regroup a little bit and try to get some more points here in the second half.
20 seconds left in the half. Bobby Carpenter checks in for Eric Dilley this time. And it's going to be Bobby Carpenter heading towards the sideline to the 30, to the 40, to the 50. Turns on the Jets. 30, 20, 10. Down to the 7-yard line, and now the Gales have to call timeout with 5.
And you could have also gone for the 2 points, because even if you don't score here, it's not going to be that big of a deal of putting the points on right away.
This will be a 25-yard kick for Kyle Snoke. Josh Laver to hold, snap back, and now they're going to fake it. Josh Laver is looking to run the ball, and he's not going to get there. He's knocked out of bounds at the 3.
Don't know where or who to pick.
Gales. Kyle Snoke will do the kicking here, as of course the Gales won the toss of the coin. They elected to take the ball first, so they will kick off to Westland here to start the second half. Ball is picked up at the 20-yard line, and going down immediately is Buttrick. So here come the Cougars trailing the Gales 22-7, 1st and 10. as they'll put wideouts to both sides. Back to throw is Jones. Will flare it out to Hayward. Bobby Carpenter's there, and he knocks him down along with Chad Notestone, also on the play.
Well, he's got about totally right around about 75 yards of their total offense, which is about two-thirds of what they've gotten so far tonight.
Now Haywood is the single setback, and flags. That'll be a humdinger anytime Lancaster and Newark play. It always is. Again, they'll go with a one-back set. And on a counter play,
on a team that's got a very high amount of youth on it.
Second down and 16. The ball way back at the 20-yard line now. Is back to throw is Jones. And it really is. They've got two young sophomores on this offensive line for Westland. Their center and their quick guard. They're going to set up the screen this time, and Haywood's going to go nowhere as Bobby Carpenter and again Chad Notestone right there to stop the play.
I want to tell you, what made that play was Mickey Reed just shot through there, was unblocked, and almost got to the quarterback just as he threw the ball.
Gales were coming that time, but again the kick gets away, and it's Eric Dilly looking for some running room, breaks a couple of tackles, and is knocked down at the 50-yard line. You would have had to see this was like a whirling dervish here for Eric Dilly.
Well, that was just because Westland kept spinning him around. That was the big problem.
First and 10 at midfield for the Golden Gales. They lead at 22-7. Split back formation. Wideouts to the right side of the formation. Eric Dilly straight up the middle he goes to the about the 48-yard line before he is junior.
Tell you, this is really a big series for the Gale offense because they had no success last week in the second half. They need to get some good yardage.
Third quarter in particular.
Right, they need to get some good yardage on first, second, and third downs.
Again, it's Eric Dilly. He's got running room and is hit at the... Well, he's hit actually at the 42-yard line and falls forward inside the 40 to the 38. See if they give him that far. Maybe the 39 is where they'll second and 13 now.
Yeah, so it's going to put it back to about the Gale 46-yard line, looks like. Or 47-yard line, excuse me.
Lancaster now brings Edgington in at a wideout. He's the backup quarterback. Zach Craiglow lets one go. He's got Stu Perlow. Incomplete, though, at zone. Gales will go with Greg Dilly and Bobby Carpenter now as the running backs. On third down and 13 yards to go. Clark goes in motion. Craiglow rolls out, looking for a man, and it's just over the...
That 15-yard penalty cost him on this drive.
Chilton will stand at his own 15-yard line to receive the kick from Kyle Snoke, and he muffs the ball and has to fall on it at the 35-yard line. That was a bad... So here come the Cougars with a golden opportunity here, and there's Haywood with the football, and Sean Holt brings him down.
Yeah, it's going to be a short, maybe 2-yard.
He's also a good receiver, and right now he's split wide left in this formation. Haywood is the single running back behind quarterback Jones. Now they'll put Chilton in motion, hand the ball to Haywood straight up the middle, and he'll reach the 29-yard line. Following a good block by his strong guard, Justin McAllister. And that'll bring 7:38. The clock is moving along as Jones checks out the Gale defense. They'll pass it out to the flat to their receiver, Zach Carper, 6 foot, 106.
The voice of Fairfield County is AM 1320 WLOH Lancaster.
Westland on fourth down and 2, and the quarterback will keep it. He's going to throw downfield, and it is knocked away by Josh Labor in the end zone, a pass that was intended for Wayne Mutt.
On their heels there, and maybe catch the Gales a little bit napping there.
A.J. Wilkins split wide right as the Gales come out first and 10. And here comes Eric Dilly. Straight up the middle he goes and knocked down at about the 32-yard line, maybe the 33. So it'll be second and 4. They'll give him 6 yards on the play. Four-man front now. Zach Craiglow again with a pitch on the option. and rolling to his right and finally bounced out of bounds.
Now for 115 yards in this game for Eric Dilley, so he's only about 50 yards away from breaking the 1,000-yard mark.
They're going to run the option pitch again to Dilley to the 40, 41, 42, and out of bounds, and a flag goes down.
That may be on Lancaster on the block by the receiver down there. I believe that may be going against John
Flavor, and John Clark will split to the short side of the field this time. Split back veer offense for the Golden Gales. Here's Dilley. That's Eric Dilley around the left side, and he will be bounced down at the 37-yard line. Bobby Carpenter and Eric Dilley are the running backs in this formation. Back to throw, Zach Craiglow. He's going to lay one out there for Clark, and it's just beyond his reach. And
in terms of his ability, in terms of he's got good speed, he's got good quickness, and he needs athletic players out there and give him an opportunity to play.
He'll split to the short side of the field, which is the left side of the formation, as Zach Craiglow hands that football off to Greg Dilley, and he'll take it to the Westland 45-yard line with a gain of 4 yards. It'll be 2nd and 6.
That you can, and getting Edgington out there gives him an opportunity to at least be on the field and give him some playing time.
And he's a good young athlete. Here's Bobby Carpenter, cuts back inside, dives ahead inside the 40-yard line, trying to get to that first down pylon, and they'll mark him just inside the 40. Bobby Carpenter, very fun to watch. He's doing some really good things on the offense here, and he's still in the lineup now. They've got the elephant backfield with Greg Dilley and Bobby Carpenter as the running backs. Here comes Greg Dilley across the 40, and he'll be drugged down at about the 37-yard line. Edgington splits to the short side. They'll bring A.J. Wilkins to the wide side. Here comes Eric Dilley, and he hits the pile up, and that's about as far as he's going to get. Little or no gain on that play. Might even lost a little bit of yardage. That's really one of the first times tonight that the Gales have been stopped on the Gale offensive line on 2nd down and 10. They've done a great job of getting their blocks low and creating some things. There's the pitch back to Dilley around the left side. Got some running room and close to a first down inside the 30-yard line to near the 32-yard line. And if he got that far,
from what I have is 132 yards unofficially. I'm not sure exactly if that's the official total or not right now.
Both Dilleys in the backfield. Here comes Eric sweeping the right side again. 30, 25, 20-yard line, and knocked down right at the 20. He got 7 yards. 2nd down 3 here at the 20-yard line as the Gales come out. This time it's going to be Greg Dilley, and he is hit and hit hard near the 18-yard line.
Hey, another good stop there by Roger King, the other defense.
1 from the 18-yard line. Here come the Gales out of the huddle. Wilkins and Edgington, the wideouts. Bobby Carpenter and Greg Dilley, the running backs. Zach Craiglow calls for the ball, gives it to Greg Dilley, and he lowers his head and drives inside the 15 to the 14, maybe the 13-yard line, and that'll be a Lancaster first down.
Hey, that was a nice shot by Danny Parker for Westland of getting...
You get your upper body stronger, and that's how you can make that kind of yardage. Here come the Gales 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line. Again, they'll put single wideouts to both sides. Greg Dilley again. This time he'll take it down near the 10-yard line before he's brought down by Weisenreed.
Their strength to their advantage.
Inside a minute now in the quarter as it's 22-7 Lancaster. Gales driving 2nd and 7 from the 10-yard line. Eric Dilley again on a counter play around the left side, uses his speed, dives for the pylon, and is he in?
Out at the 1 yard.
Out at the 1 yard line. You know, not the biggest back in the world, but man, could he turn a corner. And Eric Dilley looked a lot like him there.
Yeah, and before you knew it, he scored.
Quarterback sneak by Zach Craiglow. It's touchdown Lancaster. The Gales increased their lead to 28-7 on a quarterback sneak by Zach Craiglow from the 1 yard line. bit here with the extra point. So Kyle Snook measuring it off. And here's the snap back. It's good. The kick is up. And the kick is good. 38 seconds left in the period. Wales 29, Westland 7. Kyle Snook will kick off for the Gales. He's going to squib it this time, and again, it's picked up by an up back, and he's going nowhere as the Gales knock him down right now.
Yeah, Seth Miller was the first one to get in there and eating up.
The Irish looking to win their division of the Mid-State League. There's a snapback from the shotgun formation. Almost gets too high for the quarterback, Chilton. He's going to roll to his right and doesn't get very far as the Gales knock him down. Over there on coverage is Barry and also
College.
Hi, this is Tom Hamilton of the Cleveland Indians. For all the excitement of Indians baseball, listen to 1320 WLOH.
There's a pass that's flared out to Chilton along the sideline, and he's bounced out of bounds at the third.
Chilton to looks like about 4 or 5 yard gain.
There's the give to Haywood again, and this time he's got the first down as he takes it all the way to the 49-yard line, still in West. Quite a while now.
He's a very good trainer and does a great job with the Westland staff.
First and 10 for the 49. They're going to give Haywood the ball again, and he'll get about 2 or 3 hard yards before he's knocked down by Mickey Reed of Lancaster.
Clock minutes, but
yeah,
I
right.
believe that was a baseball player.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right guy, JR. I really don't. Back to throw is the quarterback, Jones, and he's got a man at the Gale 40-yard line, and that is his tight end, Landon Maggs. The 6'2", 195-pound junior takes
prevent kind of position there and was able to get good yardage on that play for Westland.
First and 10 from the 33, and they'll hand the ball again to Haywood following the blocking on the left side of Justin Miller, and he will get about 2 yards. Second down.
A situation here where they may want to try to speed things up just a bit because they're only down 3 scores right now.
Now community since 1905. The reason for our success is our associates. Together we forged a winning team. From our team at Anchor Hawking to all area teams. Have a great season.
The Lancaster City Schools wants to help you. Have you been thinking about getting your GED but just haven't gotten it?
Hi, this is Tom Hamilton of the Cleveland Indians. Follow the Tribe this season on AM 1320
The ball marked at the Lancaster 15-yard line. Now is when the defense is going to have to shut them down here. They'll put the tight end in motion this time and hand the ball to Haywood, and he's going to go down for a loss of about 3 yards.
Making a nice stop.
He did. So the Cougars looking at second down and 12, or a long 11, if you will. They'll go in from the I formation. And the ball is snapped and fumbled. Matt Jones falls on it right there. But that's going to be a
being on the ground.
Right. So here's a big third down play for the Gale defense. Third down and 12 yards to go. Back to throw is the quarterback, Jones. And he's got a man down there, and the ball is caught right about the 10-yard line.
That's right.
That's right.
And it won't be too much longer as Pickerington will be splitting into 2 schools in 3 years.
On 3rd and 30, Jones back to throw, looking for a man down the field, and it is intercepted by Craig Berry at the 5, 10, 20. And finally, he'll go out of bounds near the 30-yard line, and the Gales will split Edgington to the short side and Wilkins to the wide side of the field. There's the pitch back to Eric Dilly, and he will get knocked down after a short gain at about the 32-3-yard line as the clock still ticking away. Under 7 minutes now. Gales on 2nd and 8. And the give to Eric Dilly, and a flag goes down. That's usually in the vicinity of holding. John Clark splits wide left. Josh Laver wide right. They're going to give the ball to Eric Dilly. Straight up the middle he goes. Spins and turns for short yardage to the 24-yard line. Gain of 3 yards. So it's going to bring up third down for the Gales. Record to 5 wins and 3 losses with 2 games to go. Again, Clark and Labor are the wide receivers, 1 to each side. Rolling left and getting the pass away to Stuart Perlow, the big tight end. Zach Craiglow to let that clock tick away. Snokes standing at his own 18-yard line to get this kick away. Good snap back, and he drops the football. Tries to dive for it and is finally picked up by a Cougar, running the other way with it and into the end zone. Touchdown, Westland. Kind of a cheap touchdown there to give Westland.
I didn't even see who picked up the football. I was more concerned with what that flag was. That
kick is good. 4:37 left. Eric Dilly goes deep to receive the kick. Let's see if they try an onside here. No, they're going to kick it away. Dilly will haul it in at his 10, 15, 20, still on his feet. 30, 33, maybe 34-yard line. I think they'll mark it at the 33-yard line. The Gales will have it 1st and 10.
What you could basically have to do really is ball control right now. Just basically give it to either Greg or Eric Dilly in the backfield and keep on going.
Well, it's going to be Zach Craiglow rolling out. There's the pitch to Eric Dilly, and he's brought down at the 35-yard line.
I have my numbers right. Is going to be about 31 yards short. He's got about 155 yards right now.
Hey, the game isn't over yet. Again, the Gales come up with wideouts to both sides. Ball on the left hash mark. Here's Bobby Carpenter. 40. Straight arms a man and goes out of bounds shy of the 45-yard line at about the 44. So here come the Gales again. Long count by Zach Craiglow as he calls for the football. Again, it's Bobby Carpenter. Carpenter around the left side to the midfield stripe to the 49-yard line in Cougar territory. He takes it. Bobby's looking good tonight.
Yeah, he's running with good authority, and actually when he...
That's Lancaster Adult Education. Gales now have a 2nd down and 4 from the Westland 49-yard line. Wilkins in motion. And here comes Eric Dilly to the 50, to the 45-yard line, and out of bounds he goes. Full at Buckeye Honda. And also brought to you by Anchor Honking Company. They've been serving Lancaster and Fairfield County since 1905. Here's the give to Dilly again, Eric Dilly that is, and he will take it to the 40-yard line before he's finally brought down. That was Kurt Neff, the linebacker, on the stop.
Yards.
Nearing that 2-minute mark, and of course we don't have a 2-minute warning in high school football, so. And the Gales are taking every bit of time. They'll come up the line of scrimmage, and Zach Craiglow just stands there until he has to snap the ball. Eric Dilly will be brought down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. So he may have to wait.
The Gales definitely need. It's a game that not only do they need to win that to keep in the hunt for a chance at the OCC championship, but a chance for a possibility to keep himself in the playoff picture.
There's the pitch back to Bobby Carpenter. He's got the 1st down the right sideline, and down near the 20-yard line, he is brought down. They ran the option
21-yard line. If Eric Dilly would score a 21-yard touchdown, he'd still fall about a yard short of getting 1,000 yards.
Zach Craiglow. And there's a ball on the field. It's picked up, though, by the quarterback. That was just a muffed handoff there. Craiglow gets it, but not much yardage as he's down to the
score here, or just try to burn this clock off.
I don't think the score means much at this point. You've got the game well in hand. If you score, fine. Right now, they're taking all the time they need. Down to 40 seconds left. Craiglow with the pitch back to Eric Dilly. Dilly cuts back inside. He's got running room into the end zone. Touchdown, Eric Dilly and Lancaster. He took the pitch and then did that great cutback.
Bigger out here.
Well, here's second down and 24. And down goes Zach Craiglow as they blitz that time. And he's way back at the 40.
If you like to talk, then stop by Auto.